to read Plant Patterns today. It's by Nathan Olson, and these are pictures of real flowers, so there's no illustrator, just an author who wrote the words. It's called Plant Patterns. Here's our title page. This one has a table of contents too. It says what we're going to read about in the book. What is a pattern? A pattern is made by a repeated shape or color. Let's look for patterns in the world of plants. Do you guys see any patterns on this page? I see that each clover has 3 leaves, and each leaf is shaped like a heart. That has some cool patterns. Each of these trees looks exactly like the others. Trees trimmed to look the same make a pattern. Plants trimmed into green leafy animal shapes look fun, but they do not form a pattern. There's an elephant, but not a pattern. Color patterns. Bleeding heart flowers bloom in a color pattern. Each pink flower repeats the same white stripe. So it has a color pattern. It goes pink, white, pink. Pink, white, pink. That's the pattern of the bleeding heart flowers. Rows of tulips, all the same shade, make a single color pattern. Rows repeat the same colorful stripes. So stripes of pink, that's creating a pattern. Gardeners make patterns by the way they plant different colored flowers. So this gardener planted red and green flowers to make a different pattern in his field. Row and ring patterns. Rows of prickly spines on a cactus make a repeating pattern. Look closer. Do you see a star pattern? If you look here, you can see that each of the prickles is shaped like a star. It's got a star pattern on it. And then it also has long rows that create kind of looks like stripes on the cactus. Farmers plant rows of corn. The tops grow into a pattern of tassel stripes. So there's the rows of corns, and it looks like stripes all growing in the field. Look closely and you'll see that each ear of corn has its own repeating rows of yellow kernels. So corn has repeating rows that are their own pattern. Bamboo can grow as tall as a tree, but it is really a grass. A pattern of rings circles each green stalk. So as you look up the stalk of a bamboo, you can see the different rings around the outside that make a pattern. Goes white, green, white, green. Tree trunks grow their own patterns. Each year, the tree adds a new ring. Have you ever looked inside a tree before? You can see the rings of each year, and if you count how many, it tells you how old the tree is. And this ring has a lot, or this tree has a lot of rings. So, and it also makes a circle pattern. Wildly wonderful patterns. Ferns uncurl in a spiral pattern called a fiddlehead. Before they scatter, dandelion seeds burst into a pattern of tiny stars. See the stars? This one's got a spiral. A sunflower's yellow petals grow in a pattern around the blossom's middle. Seeds in the center of a sunflower swirl in a pattern of green and gold. So there's green and gold, and it gets more gold as you go out. And then the petals are in a yellow pattern around the outside. You wouldn't want to sit on a heliconia's pattern. Its leaves repeat a pointy red shape. When a Venus flytrap snaps shut, a pattern of spiky hairs helps trap its food inside. So these spiky hairs on the outside close up and trap the food on the inside. Plants sprout many patterns of stripes, spots, colors, and shapes. Ooh, you see the patterns on these flowers? Lots of pink and white, and even some yellow in the middle. The end.